hair-raising. Meg shaken up as 80 witnesses on street reveal fearful details confirm her surrogate. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's relationship with members of the royal family has been described as very toxic and poisonous by the author of a bombshell new book. Biographer Tom Bower's latest release titled Revenge, Meghan, Harry and the War Between the Windsors has generated considerable media interest following its release last week. The book contains a number of sensational claims ranging from Meghan apparently being deemed difficult to work with by staffers on a Canadian fashion shoot, to Queen Elizabeth II reputedly telling close aides she was relieved that the Duchess wouldn't be attending Prince Philip's funeral. Buckingham Palace and the Sussexes have so far not issued any official comment regarding the book or its contents, but palace sources have cast doubt over at least two of the claims, calling them unlikely and nonsense. Another problem, exposed in the book, is Meghan's false pregnancy plot. The author has interviewed 80 people involved and collected evidence on this issue. The bump was real, but it was a fake baby. I've read that the royals couldn't risk having a black baby, so the Duchess used a surrogate mother to supply the baby. I have read that other members of the royal family would not go along with this deception. This is the reason a silicone baby was shown to the only photographer who was invited to take a photo of part of the baby's head. I have read that the bump the Duchess wore wobbled from side to side and up and down when she walked. The size of the bump varied from day to day. I have read that this is why the Queen's doctors were not allowed at the birth. I have read that the palace announced she was in labor when she had given birth 8 hours earlier. I have also read that there were no doctors' signatures on the official notification put up outside Buckingham Palace. It certainly throws into doubt her claim to a miscarriage in July. Like many others, I don't believe a word this woman says, a situation she has created by her own hand. Quite simply, she is a liar, so whatever she says I read it, dissemble it and put it back together in a more believable way. I do not believe she has ever been pregnant with Harry's children. That is another reason she won't ever visit the UK again, just in case a DNA test was carried out on Archie or any other offspring she claims to have produced. However, it will happen one day when Archie rocks up to claim his inheritance. He'll have to produce his DNA then. I am a classically trained ballet dancer who performed with a company for a couple of years. I taught ballet through 2 pregnancies. I'm not bragging, I was in incredible shape. I did a 1000 plies, no way can you close your knees with a fetus in there. I promise you, Meghan Markle was not pregnant. She squatted in stilettos repeatedly in last trimester with her knees closed. Impossible. Also, she was recovering from bunion surgery. Ouch. Impossible x 100. Takes months to heal. I started following Meghan, fascinated, because I knew she was faking it. Not a shadow of a doubt in my mind. They used a surrogate. Meghan Markle was not pregnant. There is nothing wrong to have a surrogate, but what she did, wearing a dummy belly, is an insult to people's intelligence. She is fooling herself and the people around her, the royal family, her friends, etc. I'm just wondering, with all those rumors about her fake pregnancy, no one dares to ask her in an interview. These photos shows when her moon bump dropped down. For Meghan, they clearly used different wording than for Catherine, Her Royal Highness and the baby versus Her Royal Highness and her child. Not to mention the doctors who signed and were witnesses of the birth. Why would the RF state it like that? Here we can see their easel announcements at Buckingham Palace. Also, we have the lack of royal titles. Yes, they have said that they declined any titles for Archie, but if titles don't mean much to them, why did they create the Sussex Royal website? This website was full of HRH everywhere. When they couldn't use the word royal anymore, they were almost defiant. Don't forget they were given the chance to decline royal titles ahead of their wedding. They wanted to be senior royals and hit the ground running, so titles were important to them. It is important to point out English law and the peerage. This is where titles are passed to the male's heirs born of the body, legally begotten, born the natural way. Most of us, as Americans, don't know these laws. I'm sure Meghan did not know them either. This law can explain why the baby was not styled HRH and why the baby was
you.